Dozens of fines and cease and desist orders have been handed out by the province as it cracks down on illegal ride-sharing services in our province. Tyler Orton with Business in Vancouver is joining us now with more on this. And Tyler, I understand they're taking a unique approach, targeting individual drivers instead of the actual companies and the apps behind these services.
Well, the reason why is because we already have legislation and regulations in place that would already target these drivers as opposed to the passengers or the app companies. For example, if you're a driver using one of these lesser known services like Longmao, UDrop, or Ding Dang Carpool, then you're using your private vehicle for commercial purposes, which requires specific licensing. The Ministry of Transportation wants to put a kibosh on that. They've already issued 23 fines and 20 cease and desist orders. These fines, they're about $1,100 each, which they think would be incentive enough for these drivers to cut it out, even though they're not using the bigger known services like Uber or Lyft. But the fact of the matter is there's still obviously a market for these services, and it's cold comfort, especially since we know that there's not a solid date in mind for when or if these services would be enacted for the province. So I would still wonder if this is going to be enough to dispel a lot of these drivers from getting on the road, and maybe they'll just absorb this $1,100 fine.
Possibly. That is a lot of money, though. Another story you're following today is WestJet adding more flights out of YVR.
Oh boy, yeah, they're going to be adding a combined 60 flights a week to 9 different routes. They're also launching a brand new route to Mexico City beginning in March. But the biggest increase in frequency we're going to see is between Vancouver and Calgary. They're adding 24 flights a week to its current roster of 88 flights a week. We're also seeing big bumps for Kelowna, Fort St. John, and Cancun. Now, all these flight increases, they're going to take place by April 30th. It's signaling how busy they expect the summer season to be, especially when we have YVR announcing earlier this month they had a record number of passengers pass through in 2017. They had 24 million passengers. That was up 8.4% from a year before, and they're planning for 25 million passengers in 2018. So it's going to be a busy year for the airport, and WestJet's recognizing that with their increases in frequency for a number of these routes.
All right, more options for people traveling then. Tyler, thanks very much.
Thank you.